EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Buffalo Bills.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off.
Zane Gonzalez set and ready to get us started, and off we go now from State Farm Stadium. And that lands in the end zone, so the opening drive will begin at the 25. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he finds Beasley. Complete. And right away, he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Recovered.
Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted?
And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
They'll take over.
Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
And the Bills first
throwing on first down is Allen. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 14. 16 yards, a first down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run on first down with Singletary. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Touchdown, Buffalo.
A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first. It got his man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Heck of a start. A 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
At the 20-yard line.
On first down, Drake. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're out.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Murray able to connect with Christian Kirk. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here's the All-Pro returner from 2018, Andre Roberts. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole...
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary, 75 yards. And the Bills have taken the lead.
Tyler Bass for the extra point.
Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Back to the air on second down, it's Murray. Right back to Fitzgerald, this time complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
At the 41-yard line.
On first down, Drake. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, 28 yards. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
A gain of 2.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Dancing to his left. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals have broken the tie. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big time, John? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's going deep for Brown. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Allen's pass intercepted. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while, because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Now a man open down the middle of the field. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
Flush to his right, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Jerry Hughes in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that...
And oh, he coughed it up! So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Ball carrier.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Now Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
3rd down.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
A gain of 7.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play.
On 1st down, they stick with Singletary. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
He's brought down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Play action. Now it's Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now this time Murray to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals push further out in front. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with it. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there. Let him go get it.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
No, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I
was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about?
And he's into the clear. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return, Andy Isabella. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Now to pass it, it's into the arms of Hopkins. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Larry Fitzgerald, 59 yards. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They're on 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he's got a 1st down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Bills.
A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Now this one complete on the slant route. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
A gain of 14. And the Bills' first down.
They'll run here with Singletary. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 31-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Buda Baker with a pick. The 40. Past the 20.
Come on and get it.
And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Touchdown.
Part of what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited.
And all he takes off with it, it's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Allen. Buying time to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Buda Baker with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Throwing again. Murray. Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. The Bills say they have it, and they do. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 46. From the gun, it's Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
First down, Bills.
Now Allen from the gun, he'll throw. And this one caught by Beasley. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Allen with a throw caught by Beasley. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. On first down, Allen.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox, a touchdown grab from Josh Allen. And the Bills get a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will be a touchback. No return from Isabella.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Going deep for Hopkins. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Now 2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun, Allen. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off near his own 48. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Drake, and there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
2nd and 10.
At the Bills' 17-yard line.
To throw is Murray. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. Murray fighting, lost the football. And this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a 1st.
At the 2-yard line.
They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kenyon Drake, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Cardinals 47. Bills 27.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. He hits Beasley right side. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
23 yards.
23 yards on the play. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action and a 2nd and 10. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins. 49 yards.